What's up guys, it's Bye here. We finally managed to conquer Kingsland. Lost Kingdom C11049 KvK is finally over after 7 days of fighting at the level 6 pass over here and 2 days of fighting in Kingsland. This is by far the craziest KvK I ever been to. So congratulations to 1860, 1833, 1497, 1701, 1476, 1502, 1629, 1489, 1525, and 1711 kingdoms for winning this KvK. Woo! 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 So congratulations to all the kingdoms, and I want to do like a big thanks to like the opponent as well. They've been putting up a very good fight. Here I can show the map again for you guys to see the list of the kingdom here. So 1860, 1833 in the fire camp, 1497, 1701 in the wind camp here. We got 1476, 1502, 1629 in the daybreak camp. And we have 1489, 1525, 1711 in the Thunderbolt camp. So those are our allies. So once again, congratulations to all the kingdoms. And big shout out to the rest of the kingdom in this KvK as well. So this is my first ever season of Conquest KvK, as well as my first time ever experience fighting against some strong Korean kingdoms. We have the Greenwood camp. We have the Greenwood camp here, 1534, 1596, 1473. They are all Korean kingdoms. Like, I am really impressed with their active level. All I have to say is crazy. We also have some Korean kingdoms on our side as well, and I am really glad that we have them as our allies. So we have a 1711, 1525, and 1489. They are also Korean kingdoms there, and their active level was very high as well. Look like the game purposely putting all the Korean kingdoms together in the same camp or something. Like, there is no way it's like a coincidence here, right guys? Like, there is no way they're putting like all 3 Korean kingdoms in one camp here and another 3 Korean kingdoms in the same camp here, right? I don't think, maybe they pick the kingdom based on the language or something here. Right? If you look at some of the kingdom here, they do set the language to like Korean or something, right? This one is all languages. 17 which other one? 17, 1525. Where 1525, right? So we got like the language here. Maybe the game they pick the kingdom languages and they put them together. I don't know. So like our enemy is the Greenwood camp, here, and the Water camp. Like, they were strong, right? They were very strong. Like, I think their allies might have underestimated their fighting power, and they might have given up too early on them. Like, they definitely lost this KvK because 2 of their allies were underperformed, or maybe they made a mistake in Kingsland. So when Kingsland opened, right, we had outside putting 100% into Kingsland with like all 3 camps. But like for the enemy side, right, we got like the Greenwood camps and the Water camp. They are coming in Kingsland with 100% as well. But the Midnight camp, they only bring like 2 alliances here, which is CMN and TKD. There are the kingdom or other alliances. They were like down here. They were down here blocking our allies. They were trying to prevent our allies from coming out. And because they only have a two alliance up here, after when Kingsland opened, or shortly after that, they got shut down very quickly. Here, and it's giving us an edge. So we were actually doing like a 2v1 against 1534, 1596 here, which is a Greenwood camp, which gave us the advantages on fighting them, right? I think we were definitely kind of like outnumbered them there. And I think this is probably one of the reasons why we were able to defeat them in Kingsland. I was also told that like Koreans, they always work together in KvK, but I was surprised that the Thunderbolt camp, which is 1711, 1525, 1489, and the Greenwood camp, 1534, 1596, and 1473, they did not work together this KvK. So that was like a big surprise for me. Like, if if the Greenwood camp and the Thunderbolt camp and the Water camp had teamed up together with another allies, I definitely think this KvK would have a turn in a different direction. Like if our camp had to fight the Greenwood camp in like a 1 versus 1, I honestly think that we would have lost to them. Like honestly, but this is just my opinion only. With that being said, next up I will be sharing with you guys the camp fighting power rankings in this KvK. Please keep in mind that this is a fighting power ranking for the camp and not for any specific kingdom in any camp. This ranking is also based solely on my personal observation and opinions. You can either agree or disagree. You can also provide your own ranking in the comment section as well. So let's go run through it here with the camp fighting power rankings. In my opinion, rank number 1 for fighting power, I would definitely think that the Greenwood camp is definitely ranked at number 1 for fighting power. So like Greenwood for 1530, 1496, 1473, they are definitely ranked number 1 in terms of fighting powers. Yeah, so definitely number 1 fighting power camp. At number 2, I would definitely say that our camp, which is a fire camp, 1833, 1860, I think will definitely rank number 2 in terms of like fighting power. At rank number 3, I would definitely say it's gonna have to be the water camp. The water camp is going to be 1789, 1715 here. A very active fighter in the camp. We had a very tough time against them at the level 6 patch. And at rank number 4, very close behind. Like I would say it's gonna be the Thunderbolt camp. 1711, 1525, 1489. I was super impressed with that active level. I would say that like without them, right, we would have lost this KvK. To be honest with you guys, crazy active like camp there with those 3 kingdoms. And at rank number 5, we have the Wind camp. The Wind camp ranked number 5 with 1497 and 1701. I would say very close to rank number 4 as well, a little bit behind there. And at rank number 6, we have the Daybreak camp. Daybreak camp is one of our allies. I think they definitely rank number 6. So we have 1502, 1476, and 1629 in the Daybreak camp here. And at rank number 7, we have the Earth camp, which is 1601 and 1810. And rank at the bottom, at rank number 8, we have the Midnight camp, 1615, 1352, and 1410. So this is the fighting power rankings for the camp based on my personal observation and my own opinions. Next up, I will be sharing with you guys my thought overall on Season of Conquest KvK. I think Season of Conquest KvK is very heavily rely on some of the big players with good research and equipment and commanders. If those players are not online, it's very difficult to defend or attack against the enemy camp. In KvK Season 2, Season 3, I can be garrison or rally leader sometime, but definitely not here. Free-to-play players cannot be rally leader or garrison captain here, even if you have a good commanders in Season of Conquest KvK. It's also a lot harder for free-to-play players to get killed in Season of Conquest KvK. It is due to our research much lower. That is one reason. Reason number 2 is that we had to compete against some of the bigger players for kills. So I'll explain to you guys why, right? For example here, let's say in Alliance DN1, right? Let's go to the ranking here. Let's say if I had to, let's say for me, right, if I'm gonna use 5 marches in KvK Season 3, with another 5 marches here from Dark Cookies in KvK Season 3, swimming down or attacking some of the target in KvK, I would say I will be getting about 45% of the kills, and Dark Cookies gonna get about 55% of the kill if we fighting together against like one single marches from the enemy, right? But if it comes to like Season of Conquest KvK, right, I am like, for me as a free-to-play player using 5 marches, and if Dark Cookie is using 6 or 7 marches here with very high research and with much better equipment, if we both swarming down the target together, now I'm not getting 45% of the kill anymore. Now I am looking at about 20 to 25% of the kill, and Dark Cookies is going to get that 70 to 75% of the kill, and that is why I'm saying that we also have to compete the kill with some of the big player as well in the kingdom. So it's definitely harder to get kills in season Conquest KvK for free-to-play players. At the same time, you also have to fight you also have to fight against like stronger player as well. So let's say before, right? Let's say I am fighting 1v1. Let's say I'm fighting 1v1 with like a medium spender in KvK season 3, right? Let's say season 2, season 3, I am fighting like a 1v1 against a players a medium spender or like a low spender. I would say, let's say I'm gonna have a pretty even trade-off there, right? Let's say even trade-off here. But like here, I would say about like 50% to 40 to 50% of the player base in Rise of Kingdom are either low spender or like somewhat medium spender, I would say. Or at least like maybe not 40, maybe 40% is too high. I would say about like 30%. Let's say 30%. I would say definitely 30% of the player base in Rise of Kingdom are either low spender or medium or high spender. So that at least 30% are a paid user, I would say. So like now in this KvK, we had to fight against those player, right? So we got to take more severe wounded at the same time. We got to be able to inflict less damage on them because they have a slightly better research, better technology than us. So that is another reason why free-to-play players going to have a much harder time in this season of Conquest KvK to get kills. So that is something you had to prepare. If you're going into this KvK as a free-to-play player, if you don't plan to spend any money on the crystal to get more crystal to improve your research. So that is something for you to keep in mind. Another good thing about this KvK is a legendary tavern. So for season of Conquest, you get like a legendary tavern for about 45 to like 46 days, and every day you get one of those legendary tavern key or free spin. I mean, you don't get the key, you get a free spin. And sometimes it gives you some very good commanders that can help you unlock them. So it's a very nice addition to the season of Conquest KvK. I love it. I also love the ability to be able to get back 50% of your death tube as well in season of Conquest. I think it's a great help for a lot of free-to-play players. You guys can definitely play more aggressively. You can help your kingdom a little bit more. However, I do think that because of that 50% death tube returning back, people raise their expectation for your contribution in KvK as well for death tube. So you also have to keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, just want to make a quick video to share with you guys good news today, and at the same time sharing with you guys some of my observation for this KvK and for season of Conquest KvK in general. Thanks for watching the video, guys.